Did you know if you're not classically good at painting people, there's actually some really simple details that you need to know in order to do it, and they're pretty easy to find. I am part of the Milan Art Institute Mastery Program, and I'm going to share with you guys today a class that I literally took today. It's one of the classes this week for my mastery program. We are on week 6, and before I started this program, I'm going to tell you right now, I couldn't draw a human to save my life. My proportions were way off. Let me show you. She's not terrible, right? But her proportions are off, her shape is off, and her color is not exactly what I would like it to be, nor is her facial expression. So I am not very great at that classically, but today I drew a statue that I didn't think I had the ability to do based off just this one class. So let's get started. I'm going to show you guys one of the classes today. Welcome. Please like and subscribe for more art content just like this. I always start my figure drawings with water-soluble graphite crayons. It's perfect for mapping out the form while giving me the flexibility to soften lines with just a little bit of water. It's loose, it's light, and it sets the foundation for the other layers. So you'll see here that I started by finding the center of my paper and associating it with the center of my inspiration photo. From there, I used that center to find the relation of the other lines that I kind of needed to draw in. I got that rib cage positioned where I wanted it to, and then I also got the line of the torso in there at the curvature that I wanted it in. I didn't use any water for the water-soluble crayon in this or on this specific paper because it's like newsprint, and so it would have just kind of like bled everywhere, but you can do that to get some more shadowing in. After I did this, I grabbed my vine charcoal. Vine charcoal is super soft and blendable, and it lets me deepen shadows while keeping the strokes natural and very expressive to the human body. We have a lot of shadows, and there's a lot of fabric in this specific inspiration photo that I had as well. And so with vine charcoal, you can get in there and you can get the, some of the shadow pieces, and you can get your midtones with vine charcoal. If you don't already have a value chart, I would recommend getting one. You can find them online. You can find them at craft stores. You can also actually make one with just the materials that you have. The value chart is a scale of from 1 to 9, where basically it is the value of your charcoal and the depth of it. And you can use that to make sure that you're getting all your shadows and your dips and your highlights and everything correct, based on your inspiration image. So that's kind of what I've done here is I have just used the vine charcoal to get some of the basics in there. With vine charcoal, you usually can't get higher on the value chart than like a 6, maybe a 7. And so you definitely need something a little bit heavier if you want to get really dark, like black lines. But vine charcoal is one of my favorites, and I honestly was like super against it before I started taking these courses. But it has really, really helped me be able to get the figures very correct and get my highlights and shadows all correct in, either when I'm doing drawings like this or when I am doing paintings. And my underpaintings, I use charcoal for them and then use a fixative to paint over them. So after you get all of your stuff in, it's going to look a little bit dark from all of the blending, and so you just grab an eraser. You can use a blending stick, whatever works best for you to get the highlights where they need to be and in the right shape that they need to be in. That's the hardest part with erasers, but that's why I like this kneaded eraser here, because I'm able to literally, it's malleable, so you can make it any shape that you want to. And then you can see like I was able to get here in the feathers and kind of get some definition in the feathers. So after I do those highlights, I usually go in again with my vine charcoal or, with something a little bit darker and get some more low lights in there without doing so much blending, so that I am able to get some more, definition like you can see in the fabric here. It's also a good time, here or even, at the end of your drawing session that you're doing, you can use the eraser to get some really clean edges on the outside. You can see I've got a little bit of fluffy edges, but I kind of liked that in here, so I just left them. And then I go in with one of my graphite pencils to get the really, really fine detail work, where I tried to get some definition in the feathers, and I wanted a little bit more definition in the fabric as well. The Milan Art Institute really pushed me to see figures differently, to focus on the depth, the movement, and the form rather than just the outlines. It's really changed the way that I approach every single piece that I do, and I could not be more grateful for this program. If you struggle with figures like I did, I would definitely recommend checking them out. Like and subscribe for more.